Welcome to Mugen Battles. I'm your host, Jim the Coot Jenkins. We are in for one hell of a match tonight as Wraith from Slam Masters is teaming up with Dhalsim from Street Fighter to form Team India. You see, because they're both from India, you see. And, I figured why not form Team India. Even though these, both of these fighters are, completely, the polar opposite of one another. Wraith is like this evil undead monster, and Dhalsim is this holy and enlightened man. Why the hell not? There will be, for their first match, they will be taking on Venom, that is to say, Wolverine with a Venom symbiote, and Cloud Strife of Final Fantasy VII. And we're into the action right about now. Here in the jungle, and it's round one. Venom is moving up, getting some cheating in. Dhalsim is just going to town on Cloud. Oh my god. In 200 years of broadcasting, I have never seen such a display. And he is just burning them alive. Wraith is like breathing fire. And, he just apparently grabbed Cloud with his teeth and, just slammed him. And he just forced Wolverine down, slashed him repeatedly with his claws, and then jumped on him. In 200 years of broadcasting, I have never seen anything like that before. And we're into round two. Again with the jumping and on Wolverine. Jumps in. Just slapping Wolverine repeatedly. Like Wolverine, Wolvenom and Cloud have them sandwiched. Have both Dhalsim and Wraith sandwiched, excuse me. And just Dhalsim coming out with like this yoga ultimate flame thing and like just roasting his opponents alive. Wraith repeatedly just forcing his enemies down and clawing on them and jumping on them. That is a brutal move. And Wraith finishes both of his opponents off by turning his face into a bunch of snakes. I have never seen anything like that. And now we are, he is facing one of his rivals from, Slam Masters, Astro. Wraith just, repeatedly reathing fire. Dhalsim is charging up, and, just breathes a massive, ball of fire. Astro is completely annihilated, and, Hanzo is down. Yeah, no, ain't happening. It's nice to see that, Wraith, can watch his back so well. He can see you. Anyway, we're into round two. Wraith, just breathes fire on Hanzo. Slams Astro to the ground repeatedly. Hanzo and Astro have both Wraith and oh my god, and it's all over. Dhalsim's daughter or wife or whatever is crying in the background. Wraith tries to grab his opponents and do something absolutely horrifying, but misses just completely. There's nobody home at all. And again turns his face into a nest of vipers. Just forces Hanzo to the ground and claws at him. Oh my god! And grabs how Astro survived that is beyond me, but he won't be surviving anything from now on. You know, Wraith just, you know, dives into the air and, like, is holding Astro with his teeth. And that was, like, in 200 years of broadcasting, I have never seen such a display. And we're into the next round. You know, where Wraith and Dhalsim will be taking on Dian Sylvia and Mysterious Budo. I have noticed this trend of, you know, just, you know, like Slam Masters characters. It's like, why are there so many Slam Masters characters? Mysterious Budo, like, tries to, you know, like, just to swing his hair at, you know, Wraith and Dhalsim. Budo, Wraith counters with, you know, a nest of snakes. And Dhalsim just roasting Budo alive. And it's nice to see that Wraith knows how to watch his back so well. Anyway, we're into round 2. You know, Wraith repeatedly with the nest of snakes forces Sylvia to the ground and just stomps on him. Oh, and tries to, like, you know, do his, you know, like, you know, super move with his blocked. I have no idea how, like, you block, how anyone manages to block, you know, a grab is beyond me, but, you know, what are you gonna do? It's like, it's physically impossible to, like, block a grab, and he tries again, but, you know, nearly misses. And forces Dian Sylvia to the ground, and, like, stomps on him, and does it again, and that's it for Sylvia. And we get a close-up of Budo's bloody and, you know, messed up face. And we're into the final match of the evening. Sai and his partner, Crystal Kung Fu Man clones. And Wraith just opening up on Sai with the stomping and clawing and you know what I'm talking about. And Dhalsim just breathing blast of fire after blast of fire on his opponents. Sai is down. If Sai, like, manages to get up at all from that, I will be very impressed. And you know, there's a swarm of Kung Fu Man clones, and Dhalsim with blast of yoga fire after yoga fire. Wraith, perhaps, you know, trying to emulate him and, you know, breathing his own fire, and forcing a Kung Fu Man to the ground and, like, stomping on him. And, oh my god, that's some teamwork there. Wraith rushes forward, Irish whips one of the Kung Fu Men into his partner and, you know, gets roasted alive by, you know, Dhalsim's fiery breath. And, once again, Wraith, you know, is watching his back. And we're into the final round of the evening. Just stomping on his enemies, Wraith. Again with the face full of serpent things. And Sai attempts the wicked gaze, but, you know, Wraith just manages to block that. And just, you know, stomping his enemies into the ground. In 200 years of broadcasting. Oh, but, Sai does the wicked gaze on Dhalsim. He is apparently looks to be hurting pretty bad. Again with the wicked gaze, but no, there's nobody home. I have no idea what's going on. And, Wraith manages to finish off Sai with the nest of snakes. And his face just becomes a snake. And, that's all for, Mugen battles tonight. For Mugen battles, I'm, Jim the Coot Jenkins. Be sure to like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Except for those damn kids. I hate those damn kids. Why don't you turn the music down and get a job and a haircut, you little hippies? Anyway, for Mugen battles, I'm Jim the Coot Jenkins. Be good, but not too good. It's no fun when you're too good.